What's up, guys? What it is, what it do? It's Vash here. Gonna talk a little bit about Symmetra, one of my favorite characters that I've been using a lot lately. I really love Symmetra, man. First of all, I think she's a really cool character. Her design is really interesting and cool. I've always thought her design was awesome, but I never thought I'd use her as a character, as a main. You know, in the beginning, I thought she was she was really lame. I didn't like her set of abilities, and I didn't know how to use her. The first time I used Symmetra in the game, I was horrible. I got my butt kicked. I got my butt kicked. It wasn't fun. I didn't have any fun playing with her. I didn't get any kills. I didn't defend the objective at all. It was horrible. But after about a month of playing, you know, you run through all your characters. I used Diva, I used May, I used Mercy, I used Reinhardt. You know, and I have to say, out of all the characters I've used, Symmetra is probably the most fun character. Well, no, that's not true. Reinhardt's the most fun I have playing with as a character. Symmetra's right up there. She's number 2. Before I played with Symmetra, it was May, and it was May. May is really fun to play with, but Symmetra is really fun to play with, and that's a big deal for me. I gravitate toward characters that are actually fun to play with, you know, have a lot of unique, cool abilities. I hated playing with Soldier 76, I hated playing with McCree, I hated playing with, you know, Zarya even. Like, there's a lot of characters where I'm just like, they're not fun to play with. Symmetra is probably the most fun I've had playing with a character in a long time in any video game. She has really cool abilities, and I'll talk a little bit about the abilities. Right now I'm shooting with my primary fire, which is the ray gun, which is interesting because the ray gun, you know, is a great gun for people who cannot aim like me, like this guy. I can't aim for shit. I'm not horrible at in general. I'm not overly good at Overwatch. I'm pretty pedestrian. I'm like right in the middle. I'm an average player. Nothing spectacular, no MLG pro level, nothing. So most of the time, you know, I'm not that great at aiming. But with Symmetra, who cares? You don't need to aim. Just put it in the general vicinity, get close enough, and you can use it. You know, it's pretty rad. That's the first thing that I noticed about Symmetra. It was really fun using it. In general, I think Symmetra is one of the better support characters. I think outside of May, you know, May's, you know, the go-to support character in my opinion. But outside of her, I think Symmetra's really good. She has a lot of great abilities. Like, she has that shield that she could project. It's very useful. You know, it's a little bit more useful than Reinhardt's shield, only in the fact that it's more accurate and has more range, so you can distract people with it more. You see us both using our shields right there. That's Reinhardt's shield. As you can see, it's stoic, it stands still, and it's slow. It's attached to him, and he can't aim it. I can aim my shield at people and throw it up there. Right now, I just laid down one of her special abilities, which is a shield generator, which is pretty helpful. It gives everybody shields and stuff like that. A lot of people get mad at me when I put that down instead of her other ability, which is to put down a teleporter. But I think the shield generator is much more useful in this situation at a choke point or defending an objective, because to me, in my opinion, one of the biggest assets you have is staying alive and being able to withstand onslaught of enemies. You're going to do that if you're alive, and having shields helps you stay alive. Also, if you combine it with other helpful abilities from other characters like Torbjorn's armor and Mercy's healing or Lucio's healing, I think it's really very helpful. I love using Symmetra. I have so much fun playing with her. As you can see, like, I'm very hard to kill. I haven't died yet. It's very hard to kill me when I get going and have the right characters around me. A lot of characters can't. I don't know why, but a lot of characters, when they face me one-on-one, they don't know what to do. I think the general guess is, generally speaking, a good tactic to use, a one-on-one tactic to use in Overwatch is to move around a lot. But with Symmetra, it doesn't matter how much you move around because the hit is still going to hit you. So I think a lot of people are off put by that, and they don't know what to do, so they just, you know, they just die. it's interesting. Like, and it's great. Like, this is a perfect example of what I mean by you don't need to aim, and it's good for people that can't aim. Against this McCree right here, I would have died if I used any other character because I would have been missing a lot. He would eventually realize, turn around, and then killed me. But he didn't because it's a lock on beam. So that's very helpful. She has little turrets too, which I use a lot in defensive mode, all the way back behind the objective because I use it more as a last line of defense against other things. You know, in case I die, there's still something else. So you have to lie to kill people. It's very helpful to help defend a lot of spots. Man, she's really fun to use, man. Like I don't know, like what else to say. Like I mean, I could get into more detail about her abilities, but this is just like a general, you know, just overview of how I feel about Symmetra. Her secondary fight, which is the giant orb. That's probably the most fun thing to just shoot around and shoot out to people and shoot out into a crowd. It's just a big slow moving orb that was like a little Hadouken or a little Kamehameha. It's so fun to use, man. And I've been kicking a lot of butt with Symmetra, like, I mean, lots of butt. Even right then, just then, I got 2 kills and I'm nowhere near the fight. It's crazy. Like, those are the little turrets I was talking about, defending the objective. There goes a little orb. Yeah, it's fun. I love using Symmetra, man. I think she's great, you know, and she's a really cool character. I'm glad I'm having fun playing with her. I also hear that she might be autistic. Blizzard says she might be autistic, which I think is great. I think that's a really cool thing to have. You know, it just makes her more awesome. You know, this game's full of diverse characters and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And there it is. You know, played a whole match with Symmetra. Died 1 time. On the front lines. It was not like I was hiding in the background shooting. I was right at the front lines, at the choke point. And it really shows that if you have a good team around Symmetra, it's pretty much impossible to get through to the objective. Yeah, I love using her, man. She's great. And I want to get better with her. I want to learn how to use her a little bit better. I'm not great with her. I'm just decent. I want to get better with her. And yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this little video. I hope that you enjoyed this commentary. I hope it wasn't too sporadic and crazy. And have a good day.